When UK guys like this go to America to try to make it big, they usually run into some problems. One of which is that they're seen as black men, light-skinned, yes, but still black. They're expected to be involved in black Hollywood and the black Hollywood scene, and be heartthrobs for black women in the way that Chris Evans or Henry Cavill are positioned as heartthrobs for white women. But in the UK, where they're from, they are not black, they're mixed race, which is quite a separate category, as there isn't and has never been a one-drop rule in the UK. A lot of the mixed race guys, particularly outside of London, are more like white guys with some African ancestry. They mix more with white people, they definitely don't date black women, and they're not really involved in the black community in the UK to the extent that there is one, unless it's a commercial endeavour or there's a trip to the Caribbean. So then they come to the US and they're expected to be black and engage with the black community, which includes black women. They're not used to doing that, so it's not authentic, and so Hollywood doesn't know what to do with them. Before you guys say I'm hating, I am not hating. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. They're just as much white as they are black. No one should be forced to engage with a community that they don't feel a part of. And there's nothing wrong with anyone making the choices that they want to make for their own lives. I'm simply explaining the difference. It's like that rumour that when Craig David was initially trying to break the US, they advised him to have black women love interests in the music videos, and he was just like, what? No. Similar thing happened with Tyler when she came to the US. Was explaining that she's coloured, which did not go down well despite that being what she is in South Africa. She quickly adapted and said that she's black because she is in the US. And in South Africa she's coloured, and in the UK she'd be seen as mixed race. That was a smart move. Probably learned from Drake, who was smart enough to realise that commercial success in the USA as a person who looks black means embracing one's blackness. You have to win over the black people first, and then you go mainstream. That's why he was quickly seen with several different black women. Won over the black community first and then went mainstream. So that's how it works in the US. However, that's not how it works in the UK, and I suspect in other parts of Europe. The path to commercial success lies in assimilation with the majority culture. The black population in the UK is a lot smaller and a lot more fragmented than in the USA. Black Americans are black Americans, but we're from all over. Nigerians, Ghanaians, Jamaicans. This fragmentation is part of the reason why our influence is diluted. So the path to commercial success involves fitting in. And as a side note, before anyone comes for me and says this is another doom and gloom video about how no one wants black women, that's not what I said. We actually have plenty of options. As a black woman, you're more likely to date a white guy than a mixed race guy in the UK. Yes, that's the difference, and that's part of the reason why there's a bit of a disconnect with these guys when they come over. When UK guys like this go to